Hello and welcome to another episode here on my channel. My name is ChaosMole and today we are watching the Night City Wire Edgerunner special where they are talking about patch 1.6 for Cyberpunk 2077, the new Cyberpunk anime, which is coming out I think next week on Netflix, and there might be a first look at the Cyberpunk expansion. So let's see how this is going. I have been playing Cyberpunk 2077 in my vacation time a few weeks ago on patch 1.5 again, and I can safely say it's finally a game. It still has bugs, but it runs now pretty well. It's a game now. Again, I am still not too happy for what Cyberpunk became, but it is definitely a much more pleasant experience now to play the game. So I'm curious to see what we are getting here. Yeah. Copyrighted music. No, it's not. It should be their own music. Hi, Pavel.
Episode of Night City Wire, the show from us at the Project Red, where we talk all things Cyberpunk 2077. This is the month of Edgerunners, and today is packed with content. We got trailers, interviews, and some Night City Wire exclusives coming your way. We'll start with checking in with one of the creators of the show, Bartosz Tybor, to see if I can get any more secrets about the show before it releases on Netflix September.
I don't really need that.
Then we'll dive deeper into the next game content release for Cyberpunk 2077, which we're calling,
I don't need
that, the Edgerunners Update. And it goes live later today.
Oh!
And finally, we're catching up with game director Gabe Amatangelo to discuss the past, present, and future of Cyberpunk 2077.
Wow, patch 1.6 is coming out today.
There's in store for this segment, so make sure
That's
to
cool.
stick around until the end. Let's kick the show off with an Edgerunners trailer from famed anime creators Studio Trigger. Enjoy the mayhem.
I love Trigger.
That is one awesome trailer. And
Also, lots of boobies and sex. Cool.
In Japanese, and I still remember watching things like Ghost in the Shell and Dragon Ball, which is one of my favorite animes, as a kid. And yeah, I would watch it in Japanese. But for those that want to watch it in different languages, what can we expect in terms of the VOs for Cyberpunk Edgerunners?
We have Japanese, we have English, Polish, German, French, 12 voiceovers.
12, that's pretty neat.
So we are ready to take the world.
I love when everything is fully localized, so everybody around the world can enjoy it, so kudos for that. Okay, speaking of Edgerunners, let's set the scene. So for those hearing about Edgerunners for the first time, what is Cyberpunk Edgerunners and who?
I will mute this. I'm sorry for everyone who's like, what? Seriously? But this is part of the show. Here's the thing. What I really started to hate in movies and TV shows is when people like kind of give you ideas of the story, what's to expect, and it's like, let me just watch the show. Like, why do I need an explanation about what I will see in just a few days for myself? Right? I hate that. It's the same thing with movie trailers nowadays, where they are showcasing like the good parts of the movies and whatnot. Like, it's really unfortunate.
Play the game? Should you play the game, watch the anime, or watch the anime and play the game? Like, what's the way to go here? Or can you experience both without having one and the other?
You can do both at the same time.
Perfect.
But
I thought as much.
It's 100% canon. So if you play the game, you will feel like home while watching Cyberpunk Edgerunners. It's the same city, same streets, same cars.
I mean, yes, it's Night City. It's like the city in Cyberpunk 2077, and even in the other, like in the Cyberpunk tabletop and whatnot.
I am for sure, because I watched already the 10 episodes, and there were some characters which I was very happy to see, and I did not expect.
Spoilers!
It's really cool.
But also, don't worry if you don't know the game, because Cyberpunk Edgerunners is a standalone story that will suck you in. I think it's amazing.
I know, I'm not the one here to laugh with accents, but that suck you in.
And with David, and I think
Chef's
that
kiss.
after you experience what
Chef's kiss.
David is doing in the anime, you will try to recreate it in the game.
Mol, are you making fun of other people and
What
their
about
accent?
the
Have you
style
heard
of
your
anime and
accent? Yeah, I know.
Cyberpunk? What do you think
I
about
know.
this marriage? So does this work in your opinion?
You know, when I'm thinking about Cyberpunk, I see a few things. I see
Yeah, sorry. I know this is like... I know that some people will just like skip out of the video because of that. But again, I just want to see the anime. I don't need an explanation. But you don't do the same thing with games. No, games is a little bit different because I can interact with it, and there's basically my own spin I can put on it, and it's about gameplay, right? It's like, look, you don't have to explain to me how I watch the series, right? I just watch it, and I will have my fun with it, or not. Like, just because he describes to me what they envisioned and all that will not change how I will see the series. So it's a bit like, yeah. I would just ignore that. The animations look great. I mean, Studio Trigger has done amazing work before. So
Cool, because like you mentioned, the characters, they are very relatable, and when you get to meet them, you are rooting for them. You already are picking favorites and the characters that you kind of can associate.
okay, blah.
Did like subconsciously just by watching.
So, who's your favorite?
I don't want to hear that. Again, not. I will watch the anime next week, and then I will form my own opinion. The cynic in me would now say, you know what, Mo? It can't get worse than Cyberpunk 2077. And you know what? Yeah, sure. It can't get worse, so why not? Ooh, they are putting a lot of time into the anime, which makes sense. I assume that the anime is like their way of kickstarting and rebooting Cyberpunk 2077 again, because that game slowed down quite a bit and a lot of people have forgotten about it, which is their own fault. Like that's their fault 100%. So I assume that the anime is a very important milestone for them where they want to go with the game and get some interest into it, because I can see that people, when they enjoy the anime, that's very important, when they enjoy the anime, they will go back to Cyberpunk, and the game has to be good at that point. So I'm really curious what they will add with patch 1.6, which they will showcase here in just a few minutes. And again, this is their chance to get some eyes again on Cyberpunk. And it has to be up to par, quality-wise.
So fine-tuned and so dynamic that it breathes a little bit
they're
more
still talking
like,
about
life
it.
to the whole thing, which I personally really enjoyed. So we touched a little bit upon the story. So without spoiling anything, what can we expect?
No. Stop! Also, I have unfortunately the talent, it's not really a talent, it's a curse. Like, even if they're giving you small hints at something, I can take the next step and figure out what will probably happen. And it's really annoying. because you basically have like seen it all. So, but yeah, like the animations look really good. Like so far, this was fantastic. Really looking forward to it. I don't know if I want to watch it in Japanese or English. I haven't really made the decision yet. Why not both? We will see.
Amazing to talk to you.
Okay,
Yeah.
we are finally done here.
That's all about the anime for now. We're looking forward
Thankfully.
to the series once
Again,
again as soon as it airs on Netflix.
I would definitely
Up
watch
next,
the
we're gonna
series
talk about the
next week.
upcoming game update for Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes!
In a moment, we'll join game director Gabe Amatangelo to learn more. But before we do that, check out the Edgerunners update trailer.
Oh, okay, let's see what we can see in here. Oh,
You get your beauty sleep?
wait.
Have you got up?
Oh, there we go. I was confused. Wait, more anime? That's still weird.
Then see, ain't a city that lets you get by without buddies.
Wait. Jackie? Oh my.
Balance, friendship, love.
I have still not finished
The hell else
Cyberpunk.
are we supposed to fight for?
Which I should really do. Okay, this is a weird mock-up. I mean, it's cool what they're doing here. That's kind of weird. Yeah, this is what I meant. Like, again, the enemy will be a big... Oh, September 6th. That's today? Yeah. Wait, what? Roach? What?
Oh crap, sorry, we're on. I was actually thinking of a non-scripted way in order to tell you about something awesome, which is Road Trace, and you can play it later today on your phone. Yes, on
Why?
Android or iOS, it's coming. It's free to play and has no microtransactions, and it's freaking awesome, as you probably saw.
What? This is so random.
Did you see this?
I have. I've seen early versions of it too.
It's freaking amazing.
It's very cool, yes.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
play it in the game, in the Cyberpunk game as
yeah,
well.
yeah, and now
Oh, it's in the Cyberpunk game as well. Okay, that makes more
Over there,
sense.
I
yeah,
guess.
we will. Yeah, but enough about that.
All right.
And also new game director.
No, we're here to talk about the game.
Yes.
But I'll introduce myself.
Makes sense. They probably
Go ahead
switched
and
them
tell
out
everybody what
after,
you're responsible for
well,
when it comes to Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk was.
Sure. My name's Gabe Amatangelo. I'm game director of Cyberpunk 2077, post-launch for the updates and the upcoming expansion.
Yeah, post-launch.
Upcoming expansion.
No, really?
I did the
Like that?
Stewie turn.
I mean, we already knew that, like,
Yes, we will.
it's coming.
But about
They've
that,
talked about it multiple
like,
times.
Before we get to all that, let's kind of go back in time. Let's talk about the past. And
Yes, let's
what
talk
we're
about the
about to
shit
for
show.
Cyberpunk 2077. So what, in your opinion, is kind of the landmark update for the game that you think had the biggest influence? Like, there was a lot of stuff
I
going
think
on.
1.5 was. 5
Well,
was.
I'd say it's a combination of 1.5 and 1.3. Ton of bug fixes. Also,
Makes
sort
sense.
of a kind of overhaul and re-architecture for a bunch of fundamental systems
Yep.
to get it working.
Fa-
smooth
5
across
was really
platforms,
important.
as well as to set the stage for future.
I think 5
features
was
and
where they
stuff like that.
So you started about
tinkered
1.5,
the
I will
talent
continue
trees.
with that. What's your feeling about Cyberpunk 2077 and how the game feels and looks right now after that update?
Decent.
Good. I think, like I said, we smoothed out a bunch of stuff, and I think Cyberpunk
Very
2077 can be kind of fully experience as
Again,
intended.
if this is how the game
For,
would have
you know,
been
the
launched,
world, the characters, enjoying the story, that kind of stuff.
we
also
would have
had
been
an
in a much
opportunity
better
to get in
position.
Some of the community requested features, such as going to the mirror in your apartment and being able to do some cosmetic updates.
Yes.
Being able to get new apartments and customize them to some extent. A bunch of different little things like cleaning up the map, the user experience, getting rid of some of the pain points in general. Just to kind of smooth out the experience. The real flow was kind of bug fixing, or focus, I should say, bug fixing, smoothing out the experience, and getting the architecture in place for future updates.
Yep.
And then, of course, sorry to interrupt, but of course, the actual sort of next gen kind of fidelity with the different visual modes and stuff like that. Beautiful, very dense Night City. And very moody Night City, being able to experience then in the next.
I mean, I can now actually play Cyberpunk in 4040p with ray tracing on.
I just wanted to say, I'm
Believe it or not.
to replay the game myself once
Which
again. So,
I could barely run the game when it came out.
So we're talking about the present. So we have
On the same hardware.
Update, which
Didn't
is freaking
update my
amazing.
hardware
We
at
saw
all.
the mashup trailer,
So,
with similarities
awesome.
between the anime as well as what we kind of see in Cyberpunk 2077. Now, what will we see with this update that connects Edgerunners to the world of 2077?
So yeah, really fun cooperation with the anime, as you saw, just like stuff straight out of Night City world there in the game. You'll be able to get Martinez's jacket, wear
Nice.
it. It takes place during the same kind of timeline. They don't cross paths, but we do have a quest that kind of seeds in some of the stuff and some of the Easter eggs from the anime. You'll be able
That's
to get
neat.
a weapon inspired by the anime as well, which is fun. So a number of different kind of Easter eggs.
Looks
that kinda
like
tie in
the
that way.
standard
What
shotgun,
about
just
things
green.
that are not connected to the anime? Because I know there's a couple really cool things that you wanted to highlight for this update also.
Yeah. Wardrobe. That's the big one.
Yeah, finally.
Transmog, aka being able to completely customize and tailor your outfits as you want.
Finally, man, you still look like a clown in this game with high-end gear.
We have that. We also updated the Ripper docs that you can go to them and do some resculpting of your face, resculpting of your body. We added new options in entirely for all this stuff, as well as some of the cosmetics and hair.
Yo,
stuff
that's
like that.
cool.
You can still do it in your mirror. You can also do that at the Ripper dock as well. There's a bunch of
Neat.
things in this update. I would say we're releasing those patch notes. Check out the patch notes. Xbox Series S new mode as requested by the community. And of course, Road Race. It's the first of our sort of in-game arcade cabinets that you can actually play
Whatever.
in-game. And you're playing as that mythical beast from a faraway land named after a fish and not a smoking paraphernalia or a gross bug, but a fish. This is what the IP gods had told me.
Yes, true. And Nibbles the cat in photo mode.
Yes.
There's the photo
Nibbles
mode?
The cat in photo
Okay.
mode in various different positions and stuff like that.
Okay.
So post your picture.
Do we get a garage?
Perfect. Moving on now, more into the future, what can we expect in terms of upcoming updates for Cyberpunk 2077? Any teases for us? What's in the future?
Sure, yeah. So 1.6 is the last major update for the old gen consoles.
They're giving up on old gen.
Remember I was talking about we're kind of overhauling some systems.
I mean, let's be real here. They should have done that. They should have never released the game on the old gen.
And that is a complete overhaul to the cop system as well as vehicle-to-vehicle combat. It gives you a whole new feel and dimension and immersion to the city and enjoying Night City. Really excited about it. Watch out for Max Tack. There's only so much I'm allowed to say right now because it's a future update. But we're doing a bunch of stuff in future updates. New kind of gameplay loop for Melee, a bunch of new actions in the perk tree, more cyberware feeling cyberware, a lot of fun things that the team really kind of wants to get out there to the community.
So they finally make an impact.
All right.
Good.
You said that this is the last major update for older gen consoles. Can we expect any smaller updates and tweaks in between?
Definitely. There's going to be some smaller updates, primarily focused on tech support to keep it all running smooth. But yes, all new future features and content on the current gen consoles as well as PC.
Okay, I will not let you off the hook without telling me more.
We're not done? There's something else?
about the upcoming expansion. You're the game director for it, so what can we expect in that? Because everybody's dying to know, and I also want to know. So yeah, spill the beans.
All right. So,
have
we're
a
really
fly.
excited. We're having a lot of fun with it. It's a new kind of style of a plot we're having fun with. New cast of characters, expanding on a district in Night City. We're primarily
Pacifica.
We're having, you know what? Better than me saying, let's show a short teaser clip. So
There's
you can
actually
see
a
some
teaser.
Of it.
You brought something with you.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So a short teaser to get kind of a vibe and a
If it
feel
is
and a little bit
Pacifica,
of,
then the
let's
leaks
check
have
it out.
been
All right, let's watch it. Thank you
accurate.
for the interview, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's roll it.
Repeat after me.
Oh no! Yeah, it is Pacifica, right?
V. Do solemnly swear.
IV. Do solemnly swear.
Oh my.
That I shall
No, this is something
faithfully
new.
serve the new United States of America.
I shall
Oh!
faithfully serve the new United States of America.
On behalf
Whoa.
of all Americans, I thank you for your service.
You know, taking that oath. Bad idea.
Oh my. Phantom Liberty. Okay, next year. Makes sense. Wow. So
Hey
took.
everyone, Johnny Silverhand is coming back, and
Oh.
so am I.
Great.
Ready for Phantom Liberty, the upcoming expansion for Cyberpunk 2077. It's awesome to be back playing the role of Johnny, and I hope you're excited to see him rocking out once more in the dark future. Keep an eye out for more info, and I'll see you again in Night City.
What does he do?
You heard it here first. Phantom Liberty is the name. and
Don't get me
Keanu's in
wrong,
the game.
I love him.
That's all I have for you today, but that's not the end. The rest
I
is
really
about
love him
to
as an
start
actor
soon
and the
with
stuff
more
he is
info
doing.
on today's game update. See you next
But the
time.
reality
Enjoy.
is, in the game, I have a problem with him. Because, as I said it before, he is so dominant that I have the feeling he is sometimes overshining your own character. Like, you sometimes don't know who is the main character, and the game cannot really decide on that. So Johnny Silverhand is very important, of course, for the plot and all that, but you have the feeling that Keanu Reeves is like kind of taking away the spotlight from you. Right. So yeah. That was good. Like a quick TLDR. New features coming up. That's great. They're removing old console support, which is again great. Like so many people have said it, and me too. It's like this game should have never released for the old consoles. Like, they did it because the old consoles were still like the dominant console generation at that point. Right. Like, it came out, what, a few months after the new console generation came out? So, of course, they had to, like, kind of sell it for the old consoles because they were the dominant consoles at the time. And it made totally sense. But this game was a next generation game through and through, and shouldn't have released in the state it was released in, and definitely not for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Like, now being able to play the game for the first time in ultra settings with ray tracing on my PC, because now they have finally fixed all the issues. Just the amount of stuff which is on your screen all the time is like the experience you get through that, if you don't have that, makes the game feel very cold, very empty, right? And you can get that feeling if you are lowering the graphics quite a bit, like I had to do. Like, as I said, when the game came out, I had to lower my graphics to like medium-low settings, and now I can play it in ultra settings. I haven't changed anything on my hardware, and the feeling you get is much more immersive. So again, forsaking the old consoles, good decision. Really unfortunate, of course, for the people who are owning it, but it was too much of a hassle and it should have never happened in the first place. We are getting the wardrobe in 1.6, very, very important. As I said before, you look like a clown. Like, even my character I'm playing in 1.5 right now looks like looks absolutely weird, having like a military helm on, then you have some like armor jacket, and then you're wearing some shorts and some flip-flops. It's like, I'm looking like an idiot here, but I have to do it because stats, right? And so it's like, yeah, give me a wardrobe, please. Please. More option for your character to also make you probably look a little bit more robotic. Neat. Like that. And, well, the first expansion, which didn't... Like, I'm more curious about the gameplay than the story. Unfortunately, I really have to finish up Cyberpunk. I really have to finish up Cyberpunk. At least playing the main story. So, yeah. 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 But yeah. That's pretty neat. I'm looking forward to it. And I would definitely check the expansion out. I would try to get my game so far that I can jump into the expansion. And yeah, we would do that. Again, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Sorry for the people who wanted to see my reaction on the anime. And like, again, the trailer, that was the old trailer from last week. Looked amazing, cool, looking forward to the anime, really do. But didn't want to know too much about it. And gameplay-wise, again, we are finally getting into the direction where Cyberpunk 2077 is like, you know, is something you can work with. But with that said, thank you for all the people who watched this as a YouTube video. If you enjoyed this, please don't forget to click the like button. And if you're new to the channel, you want to see more reaction videos, or you want to check us live, which this was recorded in, you can do so from Monday to Friday here on the channel. And I would appreciate if you might consider to subscribe. With that said, again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Stay safe.